Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that Technicolor rainbow in between, welcome in to the Maelstrom. Glad to see everybody. How's everybody doing today, including the folks in the voice chat? How y'all doing?
Hello there. I'm doing well.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Good.
Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Greetings and salutations. And it is another week. A week that almost didn't happen because your boy is Eevee. But apparently, it's somebody's birthday today. Is that right? Is there a birthday in chat?
There is, in fact, a birthday in chat. I can see him.
That's a thing.
Yes.
You know what happens during the birthday, yes?
A great many things, Bob. Nothing like this.
This happens on the birthday.
This is the birthday.
Oh, birthday, here's a doodly-doo. A ding-dong doodly-doodly ding-dong-doo. A birthday, how do you do? Open presents, cake is too. A good thing to have on a birthday day is ice cream and presents coming your way. 'Cause presents are good to open up. Hope there's something good inside for me. It's a birthday time of year for you. Happy birthday, doodly-doo. Birthday is a good time. Eat up the chocolate cake all night. Lollipop, sweet tooth, got it on your face. Put on the birthday time of year. Ice cream's cold if you eat it fast. A birthday doodly, birthday do. Birthday, woo. Woo. Birthday doodly ding. A doodly doo birthday, woo-hoo. It's a birthday, woo. Birthday.
Happy birthday, Alpha.
Happy birthday.
It is the anniversary of your escape from the womb. Huzzah. Now I think it's time for some matches, don't you?
It's time for the woo.
Age is simply a concept, Alpha. You're required to grow old, but you're not required to grow up.
Also, very quickly, thank you for the Tier 1 sub at 32 months there, Crocker.
Indeed, and Manatee, thank you for your 50 months at Tier 2. Straw Hat, that is because we are in the commentary booth.
Yeah.
It is a special. Every so often we're in the public room. Every so often we're in the special room. The commentary booth is for folks that have specifically been given the permissions to come in here, and also the patrons.
Yeah. I have a license to broadcast.
It's a perk of being a part of the Patreon, since I'm a lazy fuck and I don't update Patreon very often, which I absolutely should. But good news for the folks over on Patreon. I'm going to be putting up some polls before long, and y'all are going to get to choose some of the items that are going to appear in the fishing shop. From a list of selected items, of course.
And here I was hoping for more structural support.
Croc, I swear to God, don't you start today.
Oh, you mean this link, Croc?
Hate you. Hate you both.
You're allowed to hate me, Bob. But as long as you do it with love, you're allowed to hate me.
Fair.
Speaking of, I've heard that there's been a global incident in Almey.
Really now? Do tell.
Something, the ocean is on fire.
Why is the ocean on fire?
That's an excellent question. I haven't had a chance to look into it yet.
I hear that Mr. E is looking into it. Maybe.
Manatee immediately getting absorbed by the rams.
As is tradition.
He is.
I love the Rams just as a concept.
I'm not sure if that was me or you, Bob, but something just got really crunchy.
It's just really.
That didn't work. So
For the people in chat, are the rest of us still coming through all right? Thank you, Alpha. So yes, no, apparently it's linking with your mic.
you're essentially peaking a lot.
Which is strange because I'm still in the green.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird. You know what? I blame the new Modron that's wandering around the arena.
Let me drop my volume by about 0.5.
Okay, whatever you just did, that fixed it.
I turned my fan down by six settings. And I turned it up again.
And now you're crunching again. I am not sure what's going on.
Oh no, Iz has got to him. He's going all crunchy.
It could be Discord auto-adjusting. It could be for whatever reason. Bob, 2 questions. 1, do you have a window open in your room?
No, I have a fan.
I would advise opening your window just a crack. Because sometimes that fixes it, and I don't know why. Willie, the other thing is Bob also uses a wireless headset, and I have noticed wireless headsets can occasionally do weird stuff to mics.
So sadly, the Rams cannot crunch on chords that do not exist.
Was it like this for Subnautica last night?
No, you were fine last night. I would have told you immediately if we were having mic issues last night.
Mm-hmm.
You sound better now.
I was hungry.
We'll see how long that lasts.
I hate this bullshit.
It's working. Huzzah. Ooh. Nasty kick to the gut.
Croc, my dude. Thank you for the $25 dono. Much appreciated, my man. Saying AC goal. Well, you are so cool already, Bob. Here's the future chill. Thank you.
I would shill Crockbar, however, he has nothing immediately for me to shill him on. In exchange, I will say Crockbar is a wonderful individual and a very, very appreciated member of the community. Vegeta, as long as they signed the correct contracts to get in, it's fine.
That sounds like
Don't make me produce how to.
That sounds like somebody's
You're
doing. Somebody's not doing their job.
Hey, look, I'm no longer in charge of the barrier. I handed that job off.
To who?
They signed the contract. I put it in your filing cabinet. Where did you put the filing cabinet?
Are you sure it was the filing cabinet and not the refrigerator?
God damn it! Was it the mini? Is the mini fridge back?
Shouldn't be.
Message from Mr. E. Listen, we are resolving it. Lockleech here. We didn't start the fire, nor did we curse Bob's voice this time. But if you want a wholesome burn water bomb potions or voice destruction charm seals, we are on an unrelated note selling them. That's a wonderful question, Straw Hat. Also, Crockvar, Alpha, don't make me produce the large Uno reverse card.
Have you thought about dissolving it? Good idea. That's a good idea. Disintegration is also a good idea. You could also try putting it in a giant salad spinner.
I mean, as long as they follow the hierarchy, everything is fine. We do need more people in middle management, after all.
The Not My Job protocol.
Yes. And your winner, Emilia Knight. Yes, Straw Hat, we do. Because don't forget, the Maelstrom is a place of opportunity. And while rare, occasionally we will get minor divinities coming in and wandering through. It's very weird for a god to accept a letter, though.
You'd be surprised.
I said unusual, weird. I mean, it's happened twice before. Ah, yes, the Gold Dragonborn versus the Gold Dragonborn.
Okay. I have a story time for you all.
Ooh.
There is nothing fucking scarier than minding your own business at 3 a.m. in the dark. And then all of a sudden you start hearing Mr. Popo laughing.
Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball, I'm presuming.
Yes.
Ooh.
From Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I assume.
Yes. So story time. Back a number of years ago, Lanny and I played D&D. I was the DM. And so there was one night where we didn't have a game because some of the players were out of town. And so we just decided to shoot the shit, hang out in a call, and just play games. So I was playing Minecraft. And I was going through a dark portion of the game. And I forgot that I was in a call with Lanny because I was focusing on being able to survive. Lanny realized this. And at that point in his life, if you forget about Lanny, he punishes you for it. Because he waited until about 2 a.m. when everything was dark. Then he started doing the Popo laugh out of nowhere.
That sounds like something I would do to someone.
Uh-huh.
Did you at least get him back for it, though?
I imagine eventually. I caused a lot of chaos to that man. And that man caused a lot of chaos to me.
Okay, I need to go AFK because, as Streamlabs has said, have you hydrated? I'm gonna go hydrate.
Go get tea.
I think I have a bottle of lemonade somewhere. Katharina, we may or may not have something set up for that later.
Now to experiment a little bit.
You currently sound fine.
It depends on the metal, Straw Hat. While they typically don't like iron, they're not druids. They're allowed to touch metal.
There's a specific way that you're supposed to work iron in order for it to ward off Fey. Usually it is a very low heat, which is why it has the name of cold iron.
Mm-hmm. Cybert Sands, good to see you. Tobex, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the Maelstrom. As a general rule in D&D, druids usually do not use metal armor or metal weapons.
There are exceptions because there are some druids that fully recognize that metal itself is natural. It's just they will not use forged metal. Which does mean a druid could use copper armor, but not iron. And as Callie says, by the rules in 5th edition specifically, druids can use metal weapons and tools, they just can't use metal armor. Willie, that's why you wear layers. You're supposed to have the gambeson, the chain, and then the plate. You're not supposed to have the chain and then the plate. Ah, I see. I was wondering about that, Bob.
Here's the thing. I want to give them a chance, but my man's account was made 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, that does happen. Willie, gambeson is literally just 30 layers of linen.
Yeah.
Just don't jog with it. I suppose that's fair, Willie.
No, it is canon. It is canonical. Goldblum does indeed have sensitive nipples.
That is mildly unfortunate for him. JC, do I need to produce for you the Circle of Iron Druid? They do exist. They're just highly uncommon. Also, as somebody who is into alchemy and druidry,
Hold on.
you do, in fact, use a lot of metal for it because you use gold-plated tools so that you're not damaging plants. I haven't seen that move in over 4 millennia.
I see we have a request for a trinket.
Ooh, gubbins. Let's see what we get. Oh. Ooh. Vix is going to be feeling that in his hip in the morning.
That is a one-use object. And remember, natural lightning.
I mean, natural lightning is surprisingly devastating. Thank you, Callie. I was resisting the urge.
Stormtrooper, it's yours. You get one use out of it.
You can be struck by lightning once. It then becomes a tree, and it no longer prevents you from being struck by lightning. Oh no, we're in a Tauntaugh. Question from True American Reject. Was there any VOD issues from Nico's song?
I don't know. Let me check my my video producer. No.
Oh, good. Matrix trying to see what the previous Dorvish patron left him.
The only VOD mute was for Evil Waves.
Which I believe that's Ka, no? Oh, we're getting backstory on that dwarf Matrix. Ah, yes, Crypt of the Necropanther. That famous indie game.
What a thought.
We have a request for the main RAM on screen. I have a weird question. Would the putties from Power Rangers be classified as necromancy or golemancy?
They're it depends on the
Golems.
It depends on the putty.
The putty is considered like golem because of the fact that they're made out of rocks and clay. And I think in universe it's a case of they get used from the ground of the planet that they're formed from.
Well, it depends on the series in and of itself, because the original series, the putties, they were based on clay, so they are golems. But in other seasons, the fodder troop becomes other things.
And your winner, Vixen Ratat.
Well, the main thing is that, bearing in mind, because I'm from a Power Ranger campaign, so...
Yeah, Rosa, we can't even hear you in the Discord, bay.
Oh, really? Huh, that's weird. Or am I just being quiet? My output volume is 100%.
Well, the Dragonborn in Armor 1.
I mean, armor does give you a slight advantage. It helps make one more robust.
Testing, testing.
There we go. I can hear you now.
How's that?
I can hear you fine. I've cranked you. I don't know if Bob can hear you, though.
I can.
Beautiful. Robot, get out of my mailbox. I need the coupons that get delivered.
This song is such a vibe.
Oh, it's great. Winko got his trinket. I just got mine. Vegeta, Yig would in fact like black licorice. Because licorice is something that you can dig up out of the ground and just chew on. This would just be a softer licorice for Yig.
It's a root.
Licorice plant, I believe, is great for high blood pressure.
This guy's always terrifying.
Vegeta, what do you think the recipe for the gourd liquid is? The only difference is Yig adds mushrooms to it because he enjoys the savory flavor. Do we have a request for betting? Or shall we indulge?
Sure, go ahead and set it up.
We'll give it to him. Have fun with that, Kath. Hilbo winning out on projection by a narrow margin so far.
We'll see.
Oops. Somebody just dumped a lot of points into Hilbo. Have you ever said something and then immediately voided it so hard you can't remember saying something?
Occasionally.
Hilbo looking for safety on the outside. Unfortunately, with Miska, there's no safety outdoors.
There's no such thing as safe. There's no such thing as safe. There's only, I'll get you later.
You're mildly inconvenient for me to take out right now. Be prepared for later. Oh no. No. Somebody might be trying for Galaxy Brain tactics right now. Bilbo making the terrible decision to taunt.
A terrible decision, really.
Ooh. I will say the animation for falling off the turnbuckle like that is great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with a... What was that? Was that a sidewalk slam?
Perhaps.
As a friendly reminder to all of our wonderful viewing patrons, we do have magical suppression on the arena so that you are safe while watching all of our shows.
Unless it goes wrong and gets turned off, then you might all be fucked. Thankfully, you all send a waiver by coming here.
Yeah. The Ibith are usually working on it, so... If something goes wrong, it gets fixed pretty quickly. I think we only had one incident with radiation last season.
Work in Yibith is a strange relationship.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, they do great work. The problem is the air of superiority. Matrix, who do you think installed it?
Never hide anything under a ring where you know that there are kobolds nearby.
Kobolds, Yibith, any small creature that is willing to make use of cover for their own advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Which, weirdly enough, excludes halflings.
Well, they can use sneaky. They can use cover for sneak.
True. Very true there, Matrix. Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
You can get that too.
Ooh, what a counter.
Ref almost getting taken out with that one. Still a kick out at 1. Hillbow has to be wondering what it's going to take to take out Miska by now.
What indeed? That was a double axe handle.
Well, Miska appears to be picking up a little bit of steam now. Oh, Miska misjudging, going over the head of Hillbow.
Hopefully things sound better than this. I had to get the fan on me.
Yeah, no, you sound fine right now.
Okay.
And your winner, Miska.
Damn good match from Miska.
Oh, yeah. This just feels like a progression.
Oh.
Somebody with no horns and armor, relatively well dressed for their profession. Somebody with horns and armor, not so well dressed for their profession. Somebody with horns, very well dressed for their profession.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. The Suns are booked for another match later tonight. You gotta wonder if this double booking is going to cost them.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Uh-oh. Mr. E saying, oh, you better hope they don't.
I mean, if anything, it would be Order throwing the belt on Chaos. Because if I remember correctly, this is Order's booking.
Terrible idea isn't in the direct vocabulary. That makes way too much sense. Yep, yep. But imagine if the Suns succeed.
It all
We'll just
depends
have
on
to
what,
see.
yeah, it all depends on what the match type is for that last match. Oh, we have a promise for Mr. E. If they manage to win, or I'm presuming keep the belts, I'll turn one of the Knucklehead's crabs into the size of a Labrador for him.
Ooh, that's quite the offer.
I mean, as long as Thorn knows that at that size, he's going to have to help the crab molt. Because otherwise, it's going to suffocate itself in a year.
Always help molt your crab.
Wait, I thought, like, crabs get bigger when they molt, yes?
Yes. Crabs
So,
molt because they get bigger.
so here's a question. If it becomes the size of a Labrador, has it aged significantly?
I mean, if it's a god doing it, probably not.
Oh, biologist speaking, no.
Cooper's not drafted because right now we don't have the forms updated with all the new people.
Yeah. For the most part of the crustaceans, it's usually just lobsters where their size is tied to age, and that's just an overtime thing. Because lobsters do not stop growing.
Yeah, the only thing that stops a lobster from growing is they eventually starve to death.
Starve to death and or suffocate.
Because they stop molting.
Oh yeah, no. If there's significant enough malformation in the exoskeleton, it can become stuck while they're molting, and because their head is one of the last things to come out of the molt, that can cause a list of problems. That said, it is weird to watch a crab molt because they molt backwards. I mean, Callie, most things are biologically immortal. They don't die unless they're killed. Now, the killing can be just pure biological mutation. However, usually something's doing the killing, like bacteria. Thing about it, Thorn being blue now has made him very easy to see. Vegeta, not everything dies when it's killed. Aaron apparently pulling some vented, pent-up frustrations out on Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Columbo.
Indeed, liches are a thing.
Liches, Revenants, Living Revenants. Living Revenants are terrifying because they still have a heartbeat. They just refuse.
Indeed.
Ah! Apparently Thorn's a bullfish.
I thought he'd have been a bull shark, but each their own.
I forgot about that, Callie. Hang on a second, I need to Google an image of them to refresh my memory. Ah, they're goofy little bastards, aren't they? For those of you with access to the Maelstrom Discord, I'm going to drop an image into microphones. Oh, Callie's beat me to it. There's an image of it in the microphone free zone if anyone wants to see a cowfish.
That's cute.
You know, the race of creatures called the Sahagin sounds very similar to some terminology you use about cows. Thorn coming out with the kendo stick. Now, I do have to question if Thorn is requesting these Undying Drakes matches. Because if he is it a case of beatings will continue until morale improves? Rock Leech, originally founded by a lich, but don't worry, he's sealed away in our basement. And you can seal away your inconvenience as well if you stop on by and purchase the Entity Seal. Now only 1/4 a soul per seal, 5 seals purchase minimum. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot make your own soul seal at home, store-bought is fine. Callie, I'm fully well aware that nobody else can see what you just sent me. However, that is a sin. JC, that right there, that complaint is exactly why I deal with the DAC and not Lock Leech. True American Reject, do you know the shenanigans I have gotten up to with other people's souls?
The dude has literally made deals with people for their souls for fast food.
I have had somebody sell their soul to me for a hamburger. Multiple times.
That sounds like Hamburger Man, except for extra steps.
For a second, I thought Thorn was going to go after the ref there.
Like Leech, originally owned by a Lich. Don't worry, he's sealed away now in our base. And you can seal away inconveniences if you stop by now and purchase an entity seal. Now only quarter of a soul per seal. 8 seal purchase minimum.
I think we may have just seen the case of no one kicks my brother's ass but me.
I can see that. The fuck is this? Bye,
I don't know, Bob. What are those?
Bye, Smeef. Good. Bye now?
Oh no, the Smeef dealer's gotten into the arena again.
This show is brought to you in part by #1 energy drink and meal replacement, Dragon's Feast, in over 1,000 flavors, from Wagyu beef steak to blackberry buckle. It's sure to satisfy a DAC product.
It's been a minute. And GG to the Undying Drakes in a wonderful match.
Now, let us hope that Aaron and Thorn are still fresh for their match later on tonight. Three more matches, and I'm gonna take a fucking nap.
Beautiful. Naps are important.
They are. I don't understand why. I got 8 hours of sleep. And I woke up like 9 hours ago. But I want a nap.
Have you had your recommended caloric intake for today?
I ate Hot Pockets when we started streaming. And I had sandwiches for the first time in about 6 months
Fair.
earlier today.
Fair enough. Because the other thing, Bob, is you've been doing a lot of learning for your new job, which means your daily caloric intake is technically higher.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, your brain goo is still technically a type of muscle. It's just not an exercising muscle. Kelly, you might know this. What is it? Isn't it like 60 to 70% of your daily calories go into neurological processing?
Shinichi, Philly steak and cheese.
Ooh. So, stress, sudden release of stress, not having enough food, having too much food, not having enough sleep, having too much sleep. And there's one more. Vitamin D and... what is it? Magnesium. That's what I'm thinking of. We need to get ball basking chair that's snake proof.
Know what dark matter really is? Desire to play chess with literal people who have no say in it? Cosmic Queen Lady Kathjina. I'll make it happen.
Well, that means I have to deal with literal people.
I know what dark matter is.
I know who dark matter is.
I know what dark matter is. It's the, a pink-haired cat girl told me about it once.
Oh, her. I know her. She gets along great with the DAC.
I imagine it's such.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have your own brain at home, store-bought is fine. I am not going to get into the psychological travesty that is prions.
Well, what about becoming the Wendigo?
I mean, if you're a zombie, you're always going to want brains.
That is a different affliction there, Bob.
Fair.
Eating brains is what causes the meat shakes. You don't want the meat shakes. Because the meat will shake until it goes away.
Although I wonder how, like, Wendigo functions whenever it comes in terms of like auto cannibalism.
Fingertips and lips tend to go.
Uh-huh.
That tends to be about it. However, that is only if they can't get any other sustenance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're human and you start to auto cannibalize yourself, will that turn you into a Wendigo?
Surprisingly, no.
I mean, people chew fingernails, bite their lip, that sort of thing. Nobody's turned into a Wendigo yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it's because it's the whole eating of another, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, because humans are a super social creature, cannibalism does a whole bunch of stuff psychologically.
It does.
There are exceptions to it, of course, but
You've heard of an unseen servant? Well, I'm trying to make an obscene servant. You haven't seen the right book yet. There's plenty of D&D books that cover that kind of stuff.
yes. I happen to have 2 of them. Callie, yes and no. Wendigo can also be a perpetual trauma response to being forced to eat another creature. Specifically of your own kind. And yes, it is very complicated.
This is an interesting conversation that we're having.
You're not wrong there, Callie. Oh, what about Wendigos and auto cannibalization?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had stranger conversations on this channel.
We talk of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings.
We basically have a giant grab bag of catchwords that somebody reaches into and we start going off on that tangent.
I thought we had a tank full of manatees with volleyballs that pushed them into a corner.
I mean, we only use that one every other week. We have to give the manatees a break because they're unionized.
Shit. Let me guess, it's a chef's union?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Count of 5 outside the ring, finally pushing Ling Shi back in.
Iki might be getting ready to finish it. Oh, Ling Shi ducks it.
One thing I have noticed between Lingxi and Iki is they're very good at dodging kicks.
Mm-hmm.
And your winner, Iki. So fun.
Also, never forget, shout out to twitch.tv/Joe_Mojo.
We do enjoy our Joe Mojo.
Mm-hmm.
He is a good bean who does many good things for us. Including lurking streams.
Always show appreciation to the homies.
Yeah. Speaking of Bob, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Also, don't forget to tuck your homies in good night and give them the tactical forehead kiss.
I mean, that's the only thing that keeps the monster out of the bed, under the bed, out from the rest of the room.
Exactly.
Joe, get love, nerd. Bob, could you restart the Discord screen? Because we're currently in the middle of a flashbang. I think this is it.
Ah, shit, I didn't know it was Friday.
I mean, today is Friday in California.
Mm. Every day is Friday in California.
Ah, I found out what happened. Flashbang got delayed this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
to what?
So saith Vegeta. That's why we just got it now.
Mm. Oh, just saying this now. Don't expect Maelstrom on the 30th.
There might be some scheduling conflict.
I am not going toe to toe with Multivania.
Ah, I see, Shinichi. Bosco is having problems with all the pizza casserole blocking the signal.
Actually, one of the first things that he did, from what I understand, is get himself a Chicago deep dish.
Yes.
Oh, shit! And I bet I know where it came from, too. I bet you fucking money he went to Giordano's.
It's not delivery, it's Giordano's.
You say that, but they actually deliver pizza.
I know. I'm just making a terrible joke.
It's like $100 for 6 pizzas.
Oh, I believe it. The prices of everything is getting out of hand.
So one time, I decided I was going to fuck with Bosco. And I told him, "Hey Bosco, I'm thinking about ordering from Giordano's, but I'm curious. After you eat all the sauce and cheese and stuff from the bread bowl, what do you do with the bread bowl afterwards? Do you just throw it away or what?"
I just heard something, Bob. It sounded very similar to Bosco blowing a blood vessel.
Oh, he called me a fucking idiot. When he heard.
Meanwhile, there's a lizard theropod saying, "Put it in my mouth." All that cheese.
Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, I have Thero has been added to the list. The list of people that told me fuck you. And all I had to do to get him to say that was the words, quote, "A smile better suits a hero."
Cyrus is just going to town. Holy shit.
Vegeta, it's a Final Fantasy XIV reference. It's a phrase that causes a lot of pain with people in the Final Fantasy community. That, and I believe the other quote is, "You promised to take me on adventures one day," or something like that.
I have confirmation from somebody I know that Giordano's is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is, in fact, their favorite place.
Mm-hmm. So, Arkoff told Bosco that he was going to order from Gio's due to the sheer amount of pizza that Arkoff eats. And so he had a conversation with Bosco. And Bosco asked him, and Arkoff sounded so defeated when he told Bosco that Giordano's was the best pizza he'd ever had in his life.
I mean, if you like it, you like it.
Those are some pretty bold words, Squinto.
I see that, Squinto, and I can test with Magnus is innocent. I've just been informed that my friend in the States would do illegal things for Gio's Pizza.
Huh.
And your winner, Osiris.
Osiris is kicking everybody's ass.
Hang on a second. I need to check something real quick. Oh, no,
Let's see. LO1 match 1. Vix 1 match 2.
Yeah, Chaos has won
won
all their
3.
matches and Balance has won all of theirs so far.
Aaron 1. Icky 1. Osiris 1.
I do like this entrance music.
That is... Shock and Paw, not Hunter's Pack. Should be Zator and Urza. That is my bad. I will fix that.
Gunner.
Did I mention I'm exhausted?
I was wondering. Because I wasn't paying attention to who Chaos was there, so. Marcus and Howler. Yeah, Marcus and Howler, so yeah.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
This is an easy fix, y'all. There we go.
I will say I do appreciate that I got to hear Yig's theme today.
Thank you for giving me a heads up. Hey, Alpha, thank you for the 300
Birthday
bits. Indeed, birthday bits. Howler's theme is so damn good.
Oh yeah. I see Alpha found the cheese donut.
Cheese with donut.
I just realized this fix on the show may have just given Sons of Scylla an advantage.
How so?
They may have removed their debuff
Nope.
from. It didn't?
I added it back.
Ah, okay.
The debuff was they don't get paybacks in the match. So I made sure to take their paybacks away when I was booking the match.
Ah, fair. That's a wonderful question, Major.
Triple threat tornado. Basically, no DQ. You can use weapons.
Oh, so a hardcore match. Beautiful.
Indeed, one
This
fall.
is a good theme. This is a good theme to these two.
question is, who's very nice? Who's very evil?
It depends on what side you're on. Because both can be very nice, but both can be very evil. And both have done some pretty fucked up shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember a laminated cloth codpiece is much less electrically conductive than a metal codpiece.
Huh. That's certainly a thought.
Hmm?
That's certainly a thought.
Yeah. Bob, can I do a silly thing?
What's that?
Make a prediction.
There you go.
Fair enough. The silly thing was I was going to call Marcus and Howler by the team name of the Howlers.
Mm.
I had another name all lined up for them, but I went, no, this one's more funny. And as we all know, because of JC Land, funny wins.
Oh, somebody's bleeding.
It'll make a fine decoration for the ring.
You know what? I would trust my gut.
Oh,
I don't know. Something about that just doesn't sit right with me.
oh, you mean the individual that was that had an account earlier that made another account?
They made another one?
That is the same username. The only difference is there's an underscore in it.
When did they make another one?
No idea. But that is the same name that you smacked earlier.
I know. That is, yeah, I deleted the first post, and I sat here and I thought about it for a while. Then I decided to trust my gut on it. Because the account was made 5 minutes before they followed me.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust the shit out of that either. And your winners, Sons of Celia.
Son of a
That's
bitch.
what, 3?
No, they won it, and then I think they've defended it twice. So this is 2 defenses.
Okay.
You know, we can easily check this shit.
True.
This is 2 defenses.
Ah,
Because they won it on week 14 in the Earth, Wind, and Fire match. They defended it in Chaos Reigns. And now they defended it tonight. Not only did they do it, so Miska kicked the shit out of Thorn. And they both won it that night. They go in and they defend it. They fight tonight earlier and they defend it again.
They seem to do better when they have a fight right before the match.
And it's Aaron that's always getting the pin. Ain't that interesting?
I feel like Aaron is doing all the heavy lifting.
I didn't know the brother's maiden name was Hogan.
Fucking apparently.
Ah yes, Aaron Hogan.
Now that means that Thorn's got a very large crab. And it's just appeared in the arena.
Well, congratulations. And now, choose predictions, choose outcome. Sons of Scylla. Who made bank? Vegeta and JC. Vegeta spent 80 points and got almost 2 grand. JC spent 20
Beautiful.
points and got almost 500.
Wonderful. Alpha holding this belt has been his #1 form of income this entire game.
Funny that. Thunderstorm's really kicking Wi-Fi's ass well. You know what? We're going to raid out. I want to take a minute. I want to thank each and every single one of you for coming in, hanging out, having fun, goofing off, enjoying yourselves, enjoying some wrestling. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. Now, we're going to raid the Tej. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful evening. And send some love. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.